People, it is Monday. I believe it is the 28th. It is the 28th of July. We just got done with a no news Monday, and we did not take any trades this morning. Price action is looking barcode. There's nothing I want to see in here that I was interested in, and yeah, I'll kind of go through my logic. I was interested in taking, like eventually they were profitable trades with a good direction. Just that it didn't let me enter, at a good well, I mean, it just didn't let me enter basically. So I couldn't have a confirmed stop loss placement to be chilling. So let's just get straight into it. So we come into market open after we're below our 8:30 midnight. I would expect us to take out some buy side and then move lower to fill in our new day opening gap and potentially sell side. So we did that. We just wicked into our new day opening gap. So I can actually just do this now. We wicked into our new day opening gap. I was like, all right, whatever. Moving higher, put in our first presented. We started consolidating around it. Came back down again, broke higher. And I'm still waiting for this buy, and then eventually we get this crazy dig down, and I'm like, all right, perfect. We leave liquidity. There's no SMT at this dig down. Well, maybe there is, but it's just confusing. Larger time frame. So regardless, I'm not gonna take anything to the downside yet until this buy side's taken. So then we took this buy side that threw in a larger time frame SMT with the yes, like right around here. So now I was ready to take some sells. I wanted to see price start moving down. And yeah, so then price consolidates a little more again, sweeps the high again, and then we throw in a high, we break lower, and we get another high that gets into SMT right here when ES takes this. So as soon as I seen that, what is this, about 10:15, when around like that first, so once we swept this high once already, like right here, I was looking at this 30-second 2 fair value gap setup. I wanted to see us respect this lower one and then start to head lower. We did this, but this could have been an entry, but my stop loss would have been at the high. I just didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable taking this liquidity sweep, like that sweep, and then I would have been stopped. So it was a good move to not do that. But yeah, like that would have been the trade essentially, and then target these lows down there. So essentially, yes, saving a loss and not taking it was good. However, this is where even more kind of conviction, not conviction, but like more, I would say like refined knowledge on it. So we have our SMT. We came in, we swept it again. So now we have an SMT at this high. And now I'm looking to take, what's it called? I'm looking to take, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, my bad. This is this move. SMT, I didn't even see the SMT yet. Don't even think about that. Then I was looking for something here, nothing. So we come in, put the SMT, and I'm like, all right, perfect. Now this is even better. NASDAQ is weaker, and then we have these lows down here. Perfect, we'll be able to execute. So I go on that 15-second, 30-second. I'm looking for shorts. I want to see us create 2 fair value gaps and go lower, because remember, we have our SMT right up here. SMT right there. Again, I was like, all right, bet. Perfect. 1 fair value gap, 2 fair value gap. Right here, what do we get? An entry. Like that's respecting lower one. This stop loss above that fair value gap, or right at that fair value gap high, and then it target the low. What happened? We came back up again, tapped into our upper one, just barely, would have stopped us out, and then it headed lower. So I prevented 2 losses today that essentially that were basically by my book. So I'm not blaming the model for this. I'm blaming the price action. Look at the price action. It's panning outside lines, heavy moves. So instead of placing my stops at these fair value gaps that I'm expecting to see not touched, I could just put them at the SMT highs. It's not something I do, but it could work. And then I would only get this dump, and then I would also potentially got, if I entered there, stop loss with SMT, I could have potentially caught that move again. But again, remember, I'm targeting sell side, so it wouldn't even have hit my take profit. So not even a rough day, just a day that shows me that this is the whole point of this model. It's able to weed out the bad entries and bad price action, because this model relies heavily on momentum, basically, like strongness in one direction or not. And in this case, we wanted to get that sell side, that NWOG fill. I want to see that opening week gap, whatever. New week new week opening gap. I want to see that thing be filled in. We did not fill it in, and yeah, it's not an issue. No trade on the day. Ended off last week great, looking to go into a good week. And yeah, I'm glad that I didn't take trades based off of like basically like I was thinking outside the box. We're high resistance. My entries were there, two of them, and they both would have played out. But they both wouldn't have played out because my stop was a little tight. But this is what my model prevents, stays like that. So that's how it is. Not much we can do about it. Maybe a potential short there, but everything is just forcing, really. The shorter time frame was something nice. I just wasn't interested. And then also, if you notice, like we were above our 8:30, so I was like, this is actually good. We're above our 8:30, not our midnight, but at least we're above our 8:30 open, and we can target some relatives. I definitely think we'll have a PM session for this. It looks like it's priming up for a PM session. If you look, like we just basically consolidated, and we still have new week opening gap that's left unfilled. I can see us coming back up higher, sweeping it again, and then moving lower. I'm not really pressured to take anything though. I'll just take a look in the PM and see if we filled it. But this is my only fill. I want to see from 462 all the way to 447. So if we do it, we do it. If we don't, we don't. If we do it before PM session, I'm done for the day, obviously. But I'm not going to lock myself out just yet. I will wait and see if the PM wants to take out this, because this is not sustainable going all the way into the end of the day. Definitely we're going to take some sort of liquidity before market closes today. So yeah, clean day, no issues. Kept the buy strong, which is good. Kept the mental strong, which is good. Kept my model, I would have had 2 losing trades, but because of the market experience, market knowledge, something just wasn't feeling right. That's what you need. You can follow the model to your fucking T, but it's if that larger time frame, perspective, and that actual days in, that makes you different. It makes you, have a little bit more of an edge. But yeah, Alrighty, I am out of here. I will basically get back to it. Maybe a PM session review. We'll see. Most likely not, just because probably not. I don't like trading PM session and during this time, especially in the summer months. It is not ideal. So I will see y'all later, and see you later, journal. About to get back to this shit. It was nice. I just had a good week in Orlando, so that was fun. But I was gonna trade to my boy up there, but then I was like, fuck that shit. And it was honestly a good play because look at this price action. That's that. I will see you, journal, in most likely tomorrow or later today. Peace out.